Okay.
Hi, I'm Elena, and I study international studies here at Roma Tre, and today I'm going to help you navigate through how to submit your study plan. So once you've opened your GOMP personal page, you're going to go to the section called Carriera Piano di Studi Esami, and then you're going to click onto Piano di Studi, Study Plan. Once you've clicked, you're going to wait for the loading of the page. And then you're going to see your information shown. And once you have submitted it, your study plan. As you can see, I already have mine, but I'm going to show you how to make a new one. Once you open the page, you're going to go to Altre azioni and go on to Nuovo piano, new plan. Once it's open, you're going to see on top, there's going to be a number of credit that's going to be out of 120 or based on how many credits your course needs. In this case, I already have 81 pre-filed, since 81 is the sum of the compulsory courses for my master. And then on top, you're going to see how to save it here. And then you're going to see here, it's the curriculum for your course, so you can choose it. In my case, it's only one curriculum possible. And then here you're going to see whether there's any errors in your plan. In my case, I don't have enough credits because I only have 81 filed. And then here you can see the download of your plan and the download of your plan, but in English. So the first part you're going to see, it's your compulsory exams and with the credits and what type of activity it is. In general, the section D are free choices exam and the F are extracurriculum or non-graded activities, while others depends on whether they're compulsory or not. In this case, these are all Bs. On the bottom of this section, you're going to see how many credits this compiles up to and how many exams. Later, you're going to see your final thesis, and this is the final test that you're going to have to take, and it weighs 18 credits. And it's compulsory, so you're not going to have to select it. Now it starts the part where you have to select things. Here you have to choose one of the following language courses so that you reach 9 credits. In my case, I have already taken my Hispanic Studies course, so you can see the grade down below and when you have taken it. Otherwise, you can choose your own exam. Let's say I want to take Russian and then go below. Here is going to say how many credits you have selected and how many exams. Below you have 2 free choices exams and you have to reach 12 credits. As you can see, these exams are all 6 credits, so you only have to choose 2. I have already taken one, so I'm gonna just select the one I've already taken. As you can see on the top, it's reloading with how much credits I have selected. And then I'm gonna choose another one. In this case, I'm gonna choose international finance. On the bottom also, it loads every time you click. Now you have to choose another 2 exams, which have to add up to 12 credits. What you have to do is click on the plus sign here, and it's going to open another page. which has the suggested pre-approved exams. You can also choose other exams, but I would suggest to choose between those since they are already approved and you don't have to ask for permission to take them. So in this case, I'm gonna just choose two. I'm gonna use multicultural and European constitutional law. As you can see, some of the exams that are listed here were also on the list of before that we saw before, the one that we had to choose two other exams from. This allows you to choose among those ones if you want to do more than just two. And then you will have to choose another one between those. Once you have chosen two, here you can, if you want, you can look for other courses to add them. You can put the code or the name of the exams, and you can choose where the course is taught. In my case, it would be Scienze Politiche, my department, and then you do a search. And then here you would have other exams that you can choose from. Once you have done, you can go back and then you can see your two exams here. You keep scrolling and here you have other additional activities that you have to do to reach your 120 credits. As you can see, we're only missing 6. And you can choose among the ones below, you can choose up to 4, but you have to reach 6 credits. So if you choose 2 activities that already have 3 credits, then you're done. Otherwise, there are some other activities that have 4 credits, 1, 2, 2, 6. So you have to choose up to 4 in order to reach 6 credits. Here, for example, I'm going to choose Portuguese proficiency and then internship. You can scroll down to see the other possibilities that you can take. And now you can see I have 120 credits selected. What it shows here, it's the errors. And here I have one error that says there is a problem in the verification of the conditional rules. And in the sense, it says that I have already taken my Hispanic Studies exam, so I have to necessarily put that. As you can remember, we put Russian instead. So to change the plan, I will have to go back to the section of chosen. And here, instead of Russian studies, I'm going to select Hispanic Studies and take out Russian studies. As you can see, now my plan is ready to go. And if you click on here, you can tell the software that you want to send the plan. You can click on yes. And the plan is sent. So what you have to remember is that you can change your study plan whenever you want. There's unlimited times you can send it. And the study plans are automatically approved by the system. But if the plan status is in draft, it has not been submitted. Instead, if the status shows as submitted or pending approval, there is likely an issue with section D or F. In such cases, you have to send an email to rise.sp@uniromatre.it, which is spelled rise.sp@uniroma3.it, to report the anomaly. as it can no longer be modified by you. As I already said, you can modify your choices for extra sections as often as you wish, independently and without limitations, as long as you adhere to the default sections rules that appear. For the last section, the one for the non-graded activities that we're gonna go back and look at. So this last group concerns non-graded activities, and none of these are mandatory, and they are all alternatives to each other. You must select, as already said, exactly 6 credits and no more nor less. The plan will show as incorrect if this action is left blank. As you can see, you have different types of activities. You have languages, and there are 2 different types of languages. The first one is language certification, that you can, in which you can submit a language certificate issued no later than, not earlier, sorry, than 2020, which must be higher level than the one you presented as a requirement of admission. And for the recognition of these activities, you need to submit a credit recognition request through the GOMP platform. Alternatively, there's the Roma Tre language center that is called CLA, which offers courses of about 70 to 75 hours in class. And for detailed information, you can please contact didattica.cla@uniromatre.it. For these courses, there's no need to, and the credits are validated by the Roma Tre student area if the achieved level is as indicated in the MA program's academic regulations. If you scroll down, you can see there's some internship possibilities, and it is necessary to sign an agreement between the host organization and Roma Tre University, for which you should contact the department's internship office. Internships without an official agreement or those not conducted primarily in English will not be recognized. An exception to this is made for the Magic Rui internship, which is only available to the student of Italian nationality. Scrolling down, you can see seminars. Seminars are mandatory attendance activities held in the department, which you have to reserve through the exams, lectures, and seminar office, and they are limited in number. This activity will include a formal record like exams. Scrolling down, there's the soft skill, which can be taken at Porta Futuro Lazio, and only the activities conducted in English will be recognized for the students of the MA program in International Studies. For detailed information, you will have to contact Roma Tre at portafuturolazio.it. This activity requires a credit recognition request through the student portal GOMP. You can also do work experiences, which will only count if you have accumulated at least 4 years of documented work experience, primarily conducted in English. And then you have workshop and workshops in English, which are 2 categories refer to activities that students propose on their own initiative, typically for courses and workshops offered by external institutions. Each credit requires 24 hours of attendance and a final certificate that includes either a final test or a statement of successful attendance. For this category, a credit recognition request through the student portal GOMP is required. Lastly, we have the activities in collaboration with CIEE and IES associations, And for these categories, and to obtain the updated list of activities offered each academic year, as well as credit recognition, you need to contact Dr. Sara Mataloni at sara.mataloni@uniromatre.it. Thank you for your patience, and we'll see you next time.